Hey, hello Spurs fans. It's Paul Hotspur Hippie here. I just thought I hope you're all well, by the way. And I better get the chat visible. Jeez, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Good start, eh? Where is it? There it is. There it is. I just thought I'd do a quick stream a bit earlier today, because I think I'm going on the Irish Hotspur at 6 p.m. GMT or BST, whatever time it is in England. I'm not sure what it is. And I've been mucking around with this setup, so I'm just giving it a bit of a test. And got some hot news. Some hot news. So we'll have a look. Who's in the chat? Oh, Strasbourg Steve. There we go. Well, oh, spoilers, man. Spoilers. Whoa, hold the phone there. Let me see. Let me get my Twitter feed up, because I got a little bit excited over this news. Let's have a look. There's a couple of things here. Oh, there's only three items of news, but I don't know how long I'm going to be on the Irish Hotspur for, so I might be a little bit sleepy after it. I think the sunlight is making half my. Oh look. Oh. That's the sun. Yeah, it's vaporising me. Look at it. Look at it. I'm turning into a bloody vampire. All right, so here we go. So Spurs OTM are spruiking this story. For anyone who's watching, I know it's a crap time. I know everyone in England's in bed. I know everyone in America's in bed, and everyone in Australia is still at work, but you know, I just felt like doing it, so there you go. So here we go, hot off the press. Spurs OTM is saying there is interest in Harry Winks from FC Lorient. That's a League One side, and I had a look, and they finished 10th in League One last season. So I'm just wondering if Harry Winks can sprinkle a little bit of that relegation magic in two different countries, because he got relegated last year with Sampdoria, and now he's going to FC Lyon. I don't know how he'll get on in French football, because Strasbourg Steve reckons that League One, which I haven't watched much of myself, is very, very end-to-end. Very end-to-end. So I don't know how Captain Backwards will go. Of course, major crime was when he liked a tweet, I think it's by Pep Guardiola. You'll have to go and check with Jacob from United Spurs of America to get the full details on that one. Harry is part of Jacob's challenge for I was going to say charity fight, but I think he's just doing it for fun. I don't think any kiddies are going to benefit from it. So, I mean, this would be good news, you know, I mean, who'd have thought we'd be able to sell Harry Winks? This could be amazing. Amazing. I thought he'd be one of the, you know, contracts in the shredder. But it might be that we might get, I don't know, €2.50 for him or something like that. I don't know. I'll just make sure I've got the right chat thing happening here, because I did cock it up earlier. I did cock it up. Yeah, no, that looks cool. Looks cool. Oh, that sun. Stop. So yeah, Harry Winks might be on his way, which is nice. So last word on Spurs, we're talking about that, as well as Spurs OTM on Twitter. Now, here's an interesting one as well. Ivan Perisic is the subject of interest from Saudi Arabian club Al Hilal. While there is also interest, I only read that bit, but apparently there's like more interest. While there's also interest from Turkish clubs and former club Inter Milan. Wow, he's got options. So have Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, by the sounds of things. He's only got a year left on his contract. I don't know if we'll get an awful lot for him. Disappointed in Perisic. I really like the way he plays for Croatia. I think how did he do for Croatia this morning? They were let me see, because I think they were, who were they playing? Croatia national football team. They beat the Netherlands 4-2. It wasn't on the score sheet. Where's the lineups here? Let's see. Was he part of it? I don't want to give players ratings, Google. IT professional. Here we go. He didn't start. He didn't start? Really? No, that did Modric. What? Hang on. Oh no, that's the substitutes I'm looking at. What an idiot. Oh, they put it on like a football pitch graphic. Modric. Oh, so Perisic was playing at left back. Modric was there as usual. Looks like people like the cut of Perisic's jib in the match. He got a good rating, whatever that means. But hopefully he'll have a good showing in this Nations League Mickey Mouse thing that just is a cash grab for, is it UEFA or FIFA? Whatever those clown outfits anyway. Ah, the sun. Ah, maybe if I sneak over the other side of this shaft. No, I disappear into some sort of dark fog if I do that. I've just been mucking around with this virtual background. I have got a green sheet that I can use as a bloody hell. I can use as a backdrop, but it's a lot of effort. It means I'd have to move from this end of the couch all the way to the other end, because that's where I could set it up. So I wouldn't wait up for that one. So, but if there's interest from 3 clubs, that's good. We hopefully they'll have a big. Although it says Turkish clubs, it's plural. So if they're saying clubs, let's assume that that's 4 teams that are interested. Let's hope they have a good old bidding war and a stoush about it. That'd be nice. G'day. Is it Clement or is it Clements? Big up. G'day, mate. G'day. How you going? Hope you're having a good day or had a good day or whatever time zone you're in. And the last quick bit of news I've got is from the last word on Spurs. Now this is it via anyone? Oh, Daily Mail Sport, is it? Daily Mail? Yeah, I'm not sure about this. But it's speculation. We're still in the off season. Day one of the transfer window. And I almost wasn't going to go live there, because while I was waiting for the countdown timer, I started watching Ben and Sim's transfer target tier list on We Are Tottenham TV, and it was getting interesting. And I had to stop watching it just as an ice cream van drove past and seemed to just park outside their studio for a while. So for some reason, I feel like a 99 flake. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I'm probably, when I've done here, I might go and watch the rest of that one before I go on Irish Hotspur later. Okay, so this is last word on Spurs from the Daily Mail. Take that what you will. Brendan Rodgers, who is expected to be the next manager of Celtic, has made it clear he wants John Kennedy to remain at Celtic. Well, despite expressing a wish to leave, which I find incredible, that, you know, Kennedy's been at Celtic for 25 years, and he must think that Ange is such the ant's pants that he wants to come down to N17, which is, I mean, you know, I've been telling people all along, Ange Postecoglou is the man. He's like Dr. Mesmer, and he hypnotises people, both clubs he works for, players. So he could hypnotise Derek Dyer and say, you will not be a chicken, and maybe that'll make something of it. But everyone seems to really have high regard for Ange. Players that have played for him, people that he's competed against, people that he's worked for, like the clowns at Football Australia. Now they're all trying to get a bit of side glamour for it. Say, oh yeah, Angie's great. Well, why didn't you just do what he bloody said years ago instead of making him resign? You know. But anyway, I'm glad he did because he's at Spurs now. Despite expressing a wish to leave, Kennedy is bound by the terms of an agreement blocking Ange Postecoglou from poaching his former staff. Wow, okay. But, you know, I mean, money talks, doesn't it? Money talks. If Spurs shell out a few, a couple of mil up there at Celtic Park, at Paradise up there, you know, everyone's got their price. But interesting. But then it says here, it looks like Tottenham Hotspur will have to look elsewhere to fill out Postecoglou's staff. So maybe Celtic somehow will put the kibosh in. But like, if Kennedy doesn't want to be there, I don't get it. I don't understand. Can't he just resign? I know, you know, like a football manager can resign. Anyone can resign from their job. Even if you've got a contract, you can just, you know, give your notice and leave. So I don't know. I don't know the way legality and the law works in football clubs. I don't understand it, but I would have thought just quit, and then I suppose you maybe have to quit. You might have to sort of stay on gardening leave for a bit, 3 or 4 months or 6 months or a season or however long it is. But that's a bit disappointing. I just think I got a message from, who have I got a message from? Hang on, bear with me. Is that David? No, it's not. Okay, so, well, there's little 3 tidbits of news. We've got Harry Winks, maybe being sold. Perisic, there's some clubs possibly looking at him. And it looks like we're going to have a bit of trouble getting John Kennedy down as I fight the sunlight. Can I move over this side yet without disappearing? I think I can. There we go. I'm leaning over there. Hang on. I've got so much shit in the way here. It's a good thing about having a fake background. You can't see how much shit's around. There we go. Oh, look at that. There we go. That'll do. So has anyone got thoughts on that? Here we go. Let's see who's around. Otherwise, it's going to be a real quick live stream, this one, because I've run out of stuff. That's it. I've shot my load. You know, I need a bit of fluffing from you, not now. Tamad, afternoon, mate. G'day, how you going? Pop some sunnies on. I don't know good idea. There we go. It'll probably make my face disappear like the Invisible Man. There we go. Hey, good idea. Cool, man. Although I'm not sitting in the sunlight, so I don't need them. Besides, don't you want to see my beautiful blue eyes? Come on, man. Here's Audio Artisan. Morning, bruv. Morning, man. How you going? Hope the music stuff is going well. Hope you're getting lots of gigs and stuff before this AI bullshit takes over the world. I've been having a little bit of a play with AI, and even though I think it's like sort of, I don't know, academically clever, I hate it. I was looking for some music to kind of put as the background on here, and I thought, well, you know, copyright and all that. And for the intro countdown, I thought I'd have some different music for that. So I did muck around with AI. Nothing. It was all shit though. It was all shit. So I've got my own music on it now. I just edited a little bit for the kind of thing, and there's a little bit of background music. Let me know if it's too loud. I don't want it to be intrusive. The idea of it is just to, you know, fill the dead space, because I haven't got any soundproofing anywhere here, and I like proper sound quality for vocals. I'm just using the microphone that's in the webcam at the moment, which is a bit shit. I've tried a higher quality microphone earlier, but it's too omnidirectional. It's because it's good quality, it just picks up everything. So let me know if the music's a bit loud. I gave it quite a bit of testing this afternoon. I think I got it at about the right level, but you know. I bet some Chinese, I should maybe, well, it is usually China, isn't it? There's a lot of Chinese ones, there's a lot of American, Italian, these bots that go searching every YouTube channel for music. I hope I get a DMCA claim, because then I can somehow sue myself. Right, Tamer saying, I heard one of these other channels that it was in Ange's contract with Celtic stating that he could not sign any player or staff for 12 months. Well, you know, there's always that sort of thing, but like I reckon, there's always you know, there's always a fee involved with these sorts of things that could be worked around, but that's interesting. So that would rule, if that's correct, that would rule out, or at least put the price up for the likes of Hatate and Kyogo. But I'm liking the look of this Hiroki Ito defender that Ange's got his eye on from Stuttgart. I'm liking that one. Hey, Moondog, how you going, man? Are you up a roof today, or are you on ground, level ground? Safety first, man. Don't be typing chat while you're up on a roof. G'day, Darius. Big up, Paul. Got me scared for a sec there with that bye-bye Harry title. Oh, okay. I saw the first bit of that comment. I thought, scared what about Harry Winks going? What? And I get it now. Yeah. No, look, I don't want to be talking about Harry Winks going. I don't want to do a video saying Harry Winks has gone. I really don't. I want him to stay another year. I don't care what. I don't care if he goes on a free at the end of next year. I think there's more. I think there's a chance though if he stays around. I think Ange Postecoglou is gonna, you know, get him enthused about Tottenham. I mean, especially say if we I mean, it's a long shot, but just say we won an FA Cup this year, then I really think that would tempt Harry Winks. See, Darius, you've got it in my head now. I've caught your head mix up there. I think like a trophy like the FA Cup. I don't know about the League Cup. Maybe that would do it. But then he's got that monkey off the back that all these talk sport clowns go on about all the time. Oh, Harry Wink. God, Darius, you've planted the seed of confusion in my tiny brain. They're all saying, you know, Harry Kane lacks ambition because he's not moving, and nah, whose business is it? It's no one's business but Harry Kane's. That's it. It's up to him. Does what he wants, man. He's earned the right to do whatever he wants in his career. He's bailed Tottenham out of the shit so many times, that guy. All right, Moondog, no roof today, mate. Got a day off. So I'm making some Spurs clicks. You mean watching YouTube? Is that some sort of, what's a Spurs clicks? Is that something the kids say? Is that internet talk? It is, isn't it? It's looking at YouTube or something, is it? I don't know. I wouldn't expect to learn too much of me. I mean, you missed my 3 points of news. Harry Winks might be going to a mid-table French table, going for 2 relegations in 2 countries in 2 consecutive years. What a record that would be. They talk about Harry Kane not having any ambition. Harry Winks is full on it, man. Ivan Perisic might be off. He's got, well, this is, look, at the end of the day, it's all bullshit, this, isn't it? All the speculation. But the transfer window is open. So, you know, news will start to become firmer with every single day. And hopefully for Tottenham, that means we're going to be getting a goalkeeper lickety-split and a defender. Because now it's open. Come on, Spurs. Let's go on it. Stop fucking about. Let's get some action happening. Let's ship some out and bring some in. That's what we want to do, man. Bit of a change up. I mean, the amount of players we've been linked with, like I said, on We Are Tottenham TV, the transfer target tier list, they had like 3 rows. You know, the little pictures you put up on the things. I think they had like 3 rows. So there's a lot of players that there's speculation about. It's just who we can be bothered to get over the line, I guess. making some Spurs clocks. Clocks. Are you a multifaceted craftsman? I mean, as well as doing roofs, you're actually making clocks, like real like clocks. Are you? Yeah. How are you doing that? You're not the. You're the. You're the guy that did the Harry Kane thing for David Harris. And you did you did the cockerel in the Irish colours for William Kelly? Was that you? Or am I getting confused here? I mean, whoever was doing that, they were pretty amazing things to look at. So if it is you, bloody hell, man, I can't do anything like that. I'm flat out sitting outside the sun. See, it moves quick though. It's going down. What else is happening? Is anything happening? I'll just have a quick look here. But this might be a pretty quick stream tonight. I really just wanted to get on and like give it a bit of a test how everything looks really, because I've made a few changes and tweaks and whatnot. So there we go. Hopefully the quality's a little bit better. I'm not surrounded by a ready brick line as much. It's about as good as I can get it without a green screen though. Let's see. Let's have a quick look. Has anyone got any preference? Because the fixture list is coming out in just over an hour and a half, 90 minutes. So we're going to find out how we kick off the season. I guess, I mean, it's easy to say, with a new manager, you probably want some easy teams in there at the start while we get up and running a bit. But I think there's a risk in that if we're not quite together, you might be dropping points against the easy teams. I'd almost be more inclined, I think, to have a bit of a baptism of fire. Get a couple of the, Man Cities and, well, there's no other team better than us. Get Man City out of the way, home and away, that'll do. Because, the rest are just, But you know what I mean, just to get there, because I really don't want to come away with draws against the likes of, Burnley or, Crystal Palace, places like that, just in case the team hasn't figured out Angie's system. I mean, Harry Kewell learned it in 2 weeks, so I don't know how smart our players will be with it. Apparently it is very simple. It looks like beautiful chaos to me on the pitch, just sort of total football. And then if we had a few difficult teams at the get-go, then it leaves us with, I'd rather have an easier run at the end of the system at the season, because I think we're going to finish very strong anyway. But whether we would be strong enough playing attacking football to beat Man City or an on-fire Chelsea. No, I said the wrong team there. On-fire Liverpool. I think Chelsea are going to have a shit year. I'm hoping they have a shit year. And that's not because of Pochettino. I don't like Chelsea. And we've got a comment here from Darius. So I can stop tap dancing for a bit. So, hope we get rid of most of our Deadwood fast. Yeah. And we've got quite a bit of Deadwood, haven't we? Quite a bit. Not just really the players coming back from loan. And there seems to be a bit of murmuring that we might be giving the likes of Serge Reguilon and Dembele another chance. Dembele, I mean, he's a very talented footballer. It's just his attitude's a bit sucky. So, I don't know if he'll. It's hard to say though. Was his attitude sucky because we were just playing crappy football? Now I can lie on the couch a bit here. Because we were playing crappy football, or is that just his nature? I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't want half my head to disappear. I don't know quite how he was playing for Napoli. He was kind of being used, I think, more as a sub. But that's fine because, playing flat out football where we never stop, you're gonna need good substitutes. So I'm in two minds of it, but it is kind of like getting a free player if it turns out well, because we've already, you know what I mean. In my mind, we already paid a record fee for him, and because of what's happened, in my mind, we've lost that money. So if we do get a rejuvenated Ndombele, it might be a good thing. I don't know. We will see. But then you got the likes of Winks, Rodon, not good enough. Who else we got out? We've got so many players, I can't even think of them all. And Audio Artisan is going to take me off topic, which I like. I like going off topic, man. What's the most dangerous animal or insect that you've encountered while in the land of Oz? Well, I've not, probably kangaroo actually, probably kangaroo. But as far as your snakes and spiders go, nah, I've only really come across, I've probably seen a redback once, but it's not like, it's only a little thing. It's not like it can like leap up at you and do a face hugger on your face. You know, you've got a speed advantage over or something like that. And as far as snakes go, I know when I first moved here, I was sitting by like a balcony door, and this blue-tongued lizard came along, and they're quite big, but they're not dangerous at all. But I shat myself because I thought it was a snake. I didn't see it, and yeah, all the Australians thought I was, very amusing. But not all fear is irrational, is it? Some fear is good to have. I mean, you don't want to like see a poisonous snake or start a spider and just start fucking with it, So the only time I saw a snake that I thought might have been a dodgy one was I was out in the bush down the south coast in like the national parks down there, and I came into a clearing and there was a snake there. I haven't bothered looking at what it was, but there was something in my little reptile primitive brain, the same one that was scared of a blue-tongued lizard, by the way, so it's a bit faulty. But it was a black snake with red rings on it, and I'm thinking, that's a bit danger, that one. So I got away from it pretty sharpish. Ndombele, yeah. What do you reckon? Are you saying he's Deadwood? Yeah, I can kind of, yeah. Like on the emotional side as well, the way he had a bit of a strop and strolled off the pitch against. Oh look, I'm disappearing. Against Morecambe in the FA Cup. I mean, that was horrible, wasn't it? And that's the sort of thing. It does take me a lot. It does take a lot to win me over. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's because I haven't got the light on. That's why. Hang on, back in a minute. Ah, that's better, isn't it? That's better. There we go. I'm not sort of looking as if I'm a genie or something, a shit genie. So yeah, like little things like that stick in my mind. So like him doing that, and like I was saying the other day about Richarlison swapping shirts with a Newcastle player after we lost 6-1. I wasn't impressed with that. And people are telling me in the chat, and everyone tells me basically that well, that's the way things are now, and that's life. But I don't have to like it, do I? I'm not going to have a protest or anything, but I just to me it makes some of the competitive spirit of football diminish a little bit. So I take it you're not an Ndombele fan. What other Deadwood are you thinking of getting rid of? Say, bearing in mind that what we talk about doesn't actually affect reality, so we can all just have an opinion. Don't matter, does it? I would love to see Eric Dyer out the door, man. I would love it. That if we did nothing but got rid of Eric Dyer, I'd think what a bloody great window. That would be a 5 out of 5. Top shelf, gold star, black label transfer list. If we just did that one thing, I'd be very, very happy. And it seems like there were rumours a few months ago, wasn't there, about how we were going to sign Eric Dyer on a new contract, and that all seems to have gone very, very quiet. And my speculation might be that because Ange has been after the job for a while, and I would say that because he was right up at Spurs' list. So it was probably a little bit before he left Celtic that he was, that everyone knew he was going to come to Tottenham. I don't know if that would be a week or 2 weeks or a month or however long, I don't know. But I think he might have I'm hoping he's had a bit of a word to, the powers that be at Tottenham. And that sort of put the end of it. Yeah, Darius, yeah. Dyer. Get Dyer out, man. He's such a... And again, I heard someone say the other night as a positive that he speaks 11 languages. And okay, I'm sure there's other people that speak more languages that I wouldn't play at centre-back. And like I say, Graham Roberts probably didn't speak... I don't know for a fact, but I'm pretty sure Graham Roberts just speaks English. And he was way better. But this idea that he's somehow a good force in the dressing room, I don't buy that, man. I don't buy it. I think he would cause division more than anything because of the way he shirks responsibility. He just stands there, lets players go past him, doesn't tackle, can't pass. It's always a hospital pass or a big hoof up the pitch. And I could imagine players seeing how he's treated because he's on decent money, being a little bit resentful of that. Or maybe I'm just projecting. I mean, I bloody well would be. But I haven't got a football brain. Must go. Yes. Out. Okay. No Eric Dyer fans with us tonight. We're all on part of the same choir. That's good. Sanchez is another one not good enough. I mean, Ben Davies, not good enough, man. Not good enough. He gets skinned so much. So, to your point, Darius, there's no reason why we can't, although, Levy likes to dick around when he's buying players and haggling and all that, getting rid of these players, it should, that's a big word, should, it's not a word I usually use. I would have thought it would be quicker because they're taking up wages that could be freed up for other players, either other signings or whatever. So I would have thought we wouldn't be haggling as much for, the bottom tier players. It's only when you get up the top. I saw a report that Man United have withdrawn their interest in Harry Kane. I mean, who knows if they... These they can say anything without quotes, can't they? They can just absolutely make stuff up. Journalism is so bad these days. It really is. But if I don't think Harry Kane was ever going to go to Man United, and perhaps if Mbappe goes to Real Madrid, that door's closed. So really, this window, where has he got to go? I don't think Tottenham will be willing to sell him to a rival, which I kind of like that now. It's something we weren't shy of doing it in the past. Moonok says, how refreshing it will be watching different players at a club. It's going to be it's like a holiday at a 5-star spa, isn't it? It's going to be so great because every time that I'll be doing a build up and the what you call it, the lineup list would come out. I just feel a heavy weight in my heart. And my head would go down whenever I saw Dyer and Sanchez together. It was just horrible. Or even Dyer, full stop. It was, because you're going to let goals in, aren't you? You're going to let goals in. You're going to be flaky at the back. And as soon as they start their fuckery at the back, the rest of the team fall to bits. And that's not like a particularly Tottenham Hotspur thing. I've seen that in lots of football where if the back isn't doing their job, it spreads up the pitch, man. It spreads up the pitch. So that's why for me, this transfer window We've got it with centre back, goalkeeper, left back. If we do that, then I'll be happy. Like if we get rid of Eric Dyer, I'll be happy. That'd be a really good window. If we get those three in, it'd be a really good window. And then after that, we can start flapping around with the likes of Sancho, which I've seen people are excited about. I haven't seen enough of Sancho to really have much of an opinion on it, but like I've heard people say that he would walk straight into the team, so that could be quite an exciting signing. The only thing though I'm thinking is he's on the right wing, so we're in the sort of what's his name, Pedro Porro, Kulusevski, and then you've got Sancho as well. So I suppose it's not too bad though, is it? Because one would be in midfield and one would be up front, perhaps. I think, I don't know, man. Maybe it would be a good signing. Maybe it would be, because then you've still got one to come in as a sub. Because it looks like all three of them, maybe Porro, I don't know if he could quite play up in the front three as much, but we got options. We're building a squad. It's going to take time, and Ange's got 4 years to do it. So Darius is saying, I'm just worrying Levy will ruin another manager. Hope he stays off the football side since we have Munn. I know, man. And because I'm kind of like, I'm really invested in Ange, because I think he's really good. I really do. I'd be so pissed off, disappointed, heartbroken, desolate, whatever bad adjective you want to say, really. If that happened to Ange, it would be horrible. I mean, I'd still support Spurs, I've got no bloody choice. But that would be horrible. That would be horrible. I can get Levy not buying players near the end of Poch because we're building a stadium. And look, by the way, here I'm being as generous as I can be. There's lots of other things I don't like about the guy and Enoch in general. I'm not saying, they've done a good job by any means. They're horrible. I want them out of the club. But, okay, there was a reason why we didn't back Poch, but then we should have kept him on anyway. And the reason we didn't back Conte and Conte and Mourinho is because they want the ready-made Ballon d'Or style footballers, which, well, one, they're not going to come to Tottenham, and we're not going to pay for them. So Postecoglou, I'm really hoping that because he's not going to be asking for the moon on a stick, that there's more of a chance that he'll get what he wants. Even then, I doubt he's going to get everything I want, but just enough to work with, just enough to get the cogs turning. And, I really want to see us progress in a cup this year. Winning it is a whole different thing. It's hard to win any trophy. But to always we've been falling over at the first or second hurdle for the past God knows how many years now. And that started with Poch as well, because what was his comment about the cups? It was something like cups are just for ego or decoration. And when I heard him say that, I thought, oh, bloody hell, man. What are you on about? How can you start winning big things unless you start winning small things? No, you don't get a team that starts winning Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues. Very rare. I'm sure someone's done it, but as their first trophy after a bit of a gap. So, League Cup or FA Cup for me, really. Yeah, Moondog, I agree. The defence is the foundation. It's not the glamour part of the pitch, is it? And something tells me that's why we make some of the signings we do, because I suppose those exciting players are the ones that sell tickets. And if you get a couple of class defenders or a goalkeeper in, are you going to sell any more tickets? Probably not. Well, short term, you're probably not, but long term, when you stop letting in over 60 goals in a season, I think things would pick up quite nicely. Darius here, fingers crossed, man. That's all we can do, isn't it? That's all we can do. just sit here and hope that something goes right. Wayne Bonner, I keep forgetting Winks is still on our roster. I think I forgot he was a player even when he was on the pitch. It's and Winks kind of, I remember kind of early Winks, and I thought, oh, he's all right, and then he got so conservative with his football, so risk adverse, to the point where it just seemed like he didn't know what to do with it, and he was kind of scared. I don't know. He just, because he had England caps at one point, so it wasn't like he was a complete mug from the start. But as time went on, the difference with our team last year when Bentancur came in and Winks was just a floater away, waiting to be flushed away, it was night and day, wasn't it? You know, and Bentancur, one signing in that area, a replacement, a complete upgrade. And I don't think there would have been any chance of us doing as well with Winks in that position. And I'm thinking, you know, if it happened in that position where we were lacking, you imagine if we get a good centre half in instead of Eric Dyer. Assuming you like Romero, that is, everyone, but I like Romero, and I think with two good centre halves, I think, well, you can probably get rid of 20 goals of that 60 that we left in, because our defence and Hugo was responsible. It felt like every match I was watching, man, every match I was watching, it wasn't that other teams had to do something, you know, scoring a goal is hard. It's the hardest thing in the game. But it wasn't like other teams had to really do anything special to open us up. They just walk through, or we'd give the ball to them. And I'm sure there's at least 20 goals in that. So, you know, that 20 goals, that puts us up a lot higher up in the table, I think. Puts us right up there in the mix. I think we've got options out there, but, you know. Yeah, non-league club, man. Non-league. Probably a non-league French club, I think. They're... I mean, when you look at it, we've made some shocking recruitment decisions, haven't we? Shocking. I see we've signed another couple of kids from the youth academy on professional contracts. I've deleted my bookmarks, so I've forgotten who they were. I'm not really familiar with them, but it'd be nice to see some of them coming through. And you think these Deadwood players, they've stopped kids coming through as well. That's been a really, you know, not only have we had bad results, played awful football, leaked over 60 goals, but there's prospects coming through. I don't know how good or bad they are. I don't know. I see our academy manager has left Tottenham to go elsewhere. I don't know what the story is there. But that'd be very disheartening if you're a Tottenham academy player, wouldn't it? And you kind of know that there's this Eric Dyer ceiling that you keep banging your head against, which is more than he does. You know, have you seen Eric Dyer hit a ball? I think I heard someone say his head must be shaped like a 50p, because he just can't hit the ball where he wants it to go. I can remember him. There was one game where he missed two really good headers in the opposing box. I mean, I'd have to question what he's doing up that end of the pitch anyway. And then at the Nottingham Forest FA Cup game, where he let one goal, he missed the goal at one end and let one in the other. You know, it's a net difference of 2 goals, isn't it? And we were doing that so many times during the season that, you know, you can't expect. I don't think you can expect the outfield players to have to score. Oh, we've got to score another goal now. You know, it's hard enough scoring bloody goals as it is, but you're just adding to the burden of it all. Well, maybe we could see a few of them set up a little club. Maybe old Gary Neville or whoever at Salford FC, the Man United offshoot club. Maybe they could sign a few. That'd be all right, wouldn't it? Right, yeah. Well, what was it time? It's been going about 50 minutes. I'm I'm going to have a spot of dinner. I'll just check whether Irish Hotspur has put up a scheduled time for his live stream tonight. So I can put the link in. No. Well, I hope he doesn't lie in. Wake up, Harris. Get out of bed, man. So yeah, I'll be. Oh, hang on, we've got another comment here. Wilson 94. I pray to God, Ange, just given time and patience to build something fresh attacking team. I know, man. We will lose games, but we have to give him the And you know what you're saying there is. Sorry, I'll finish the comment. We will lose games, but have to give him time and trust in this special man. Yeah, and from what I'm hearing, like generally from Tottenham fans, I'm getting the feeling that the Spurs fans are up for that. That most of us know what a crappy position we're in, and that we're willing to wait and willing to, not necessarily have pain, because I think even if we do get off to a dodgy start and lose a few games, it's going to be more entertaining than half the games we won last year. And I think that's all it will need for the fans to give him patience, because I think they're primed, ready to give him the benefit of the doubt anyway. The only concern really comes from me is the board, and whether, say, if it comes to the end of the year, are they still expecting us to be nailed on for Champions League? Because I don't think we are. I don't think we're an awful way off, mind you. It could go either way. I think, like, if we get the defence sorted, we could be knocking on the door. But Newcastle, are they going to improve? Maybe, maybe not. Arteta, Arsenal, what's their story going to be? Are they going to improve, or are they going to Are they going to carry on the bottle through to next season? It's hard to say. Liverpool might be better, might not. I'm not convinced about that, actually. I've had the feeling for the last year that Klopp his time at Liverpool might be coming to an end. It was just the way he was getting a bit more ratty, losing his composure a little bit. Slagging off referees, slagging off teams he's played against, saying, they didn't come here to play football. Like, he said that about Tottenham a few times. And he's got a point, because we weren't playing football. But there's so many ways you can play the game. So I don't think it's a sign of a manager that's completely on the ball. He might come good though. And then I guess you got Chelsea. I'm doubtful Chelsea. Look, I'm a Spurs fan, so I'm biased as hell. So everything I say is bollocks about all this, of course. But I don't think Chelsea are going to come good. I just don't think that they've made purchases with any idea of chemistry. It's just been Todd Bowley, look how much money I got. I'll buy everything. How much do you want for a 50? I'll give you 100. It's all that crap. So Poch has got his work cut out there, and I don't fancy his chances. And harsh though it is, I hope he fails. I mean, that's not because he's an ex-Tottenham manager. I want everyone that isn't Tottenham to fail. I'd like everyone to get relegated apart from us. Maybe not that much, but you know what I mean. I really have got it. As I keep saying, it's a harmless hate though. It's a sporting hate. It's a football hate. Maybe with Chelsea, there's a bit more fibre to that, but that's not for sporting reasons at all. Oh, yeah, I've got. Hey, we have royalty back with us. Morning, Pavlos, or is it Bavlos? We're doing the Greek thing to praise your fantastic promo of Ange. Kames Calabravore. I don't know what that means, but it's got a couple of clappy hands, so I'm assuming you're not saying, you're a silly bald git with a crappy beard. Yeah, the only thing is I keep vanishing a little bit, Ella. Yeah, I was mucking around with it. I just thought, Because a lot of streamers, and I was using it as well, use that StreamYard thing, and it's quite restrictive on what you can and can't do. And then, lo and behold, I didn't realise that you only get 20 hours free out of the thing, and I thought I'd try and go my own way and build something a bit different, and I quite like the look of it as well. You know, I'm quite happy with it. It's sort of, you know, many a night I can just lie here, play some music on, and I have that visualization on. I've got disco lights as well. Whatever. I won't be able to give you an idea what the disco lights are like because you can't see the background, but I just like that sort of thing. It's pretty, you know, it's fun. I find it fun. And I'm disappearing again. I think the sun's gone down, so maybe I'll go over this way. Maybe. Do I have to stay still? There we go. I've had a bit of tweaking around this because it was looking a bit shithouse earlier. All right, it means you've done so well, man. Bravo. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I'll just have another check. I'm getting a bit worried about old David Harris, you know. I wonder if he's going to wake up in time for the fixtures to come out. Usually he schedules these things because I want to be able to put a link in the thingy, but there's none there. Let me have a look. No messages. No, I don't know. Don't know what's going on. All right. Well, I think that's about it, isn't it? I've got nothing else to crap on about tonight. So I'm sort of getting into the routine of doing a stream in the morning and the stream in the evening, and then in the odd time during the day, if something pops into my head while I'm, you know, out and about, I'll record a video and upload it. So I want to keep the content coming. Not for you. I'm really enjoying doing this. I didn't think I'd enjoy it so much. It's I'm having a lot of fun. It's kind of scratching a creative itch, you know, and having a few people commenting is really cool. 8:45. Okay, so there's a bit of a 15-minute build-up. Everyone's rocking up now. Everyone's rocking up. Everyone's waking up. Wakey, 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 wakey. Hello, Mia. Wakey, wakey. I saw you did a thing with Flav from the Fighting Cock the other night. I haven't got round to watching that yet, but I will do because I thought, oh, Mia, friend of the stars. So it's very nice of you that you haven't big time me and you're still coming in to say hello. But yeah, I quite like the Fighting Cock. Right, so according to Queen Ellie, Irish Hotspur is going live at 8:45, which is what's that? That's 45 minutes away, is it? If I've got my clocks right. So that'll give me time to have some nice bit of dinner, get nice and recharged, so my blood sugar levels don't just fade out, and I just like go all Davis and Sanchez all over the place. Got to keep my energy levels up. Been awake. Mia says Spurs between the lines. I've been awake since 6. Yes, I did. Lol, I'm hardly big time. No, but I mean that's pretty cool though, isn't it? That you talked to had a chat with Flav. He's I've seen him go on Irish Hotspur's channel, and he seems to be like a, you know, pretty cool, easy person to talk with. So I'm looking forward to seeing how you got on there, Mia. Should be a good show. All right, well I'm gonna knock it off there, and I hope you all have lovely days. Thanks for hanging around. I'll see you in 45 minutes. And if you're around in about 13 hours, that's when I'll probably be having a stream again. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have some hot off the press confirmed transfer news. Because it's day one of the transfer window. And I want to see some bloody action. I want to see ins and outs. I want to see change over last season. Alrighty, so I'll just click a few buttons here. Get ready to hit the stop streaming button. And I'll just say, come on you Spurs!